I just have to wait a few minutes. It always cuts off the beginning of my videos, so I'm just gonna sit here for a few seconds and look at y'all. You look beautiful today. Hi, I love you all. So this video is just a quick video. I might do a card reading, but yes, I'm in my motorhome. See, I'm doing some renovating, not up here, but in the bathroom over there. Hold on, I got to turn off my heater every single time. Every single time. My heater just burns me up all of a sudden. Maybe it's all your energy. It's just all of a sudden I get hot. Anyway, so Alberta people, as I mentioned in my, hi everybody, I love you all. In my last video, I think it was, that I'm thinking about doing a tour of Alberta first, okay? Because I was born in Saskatchewan, in case you didn't know. And I've lived in Alberta a lot of my life. And I have a lot of friends here that are on this channel. And yeah, it's really quite exciting. So I want to start off by doing an Alberta tour. And I want to go, I don't like, okay, I'm going to say, I don't like traveling all the time. Like, as many of you know, I just did 5 weeks across Canada, and it equaled out to 5,000 kilometers per week in travels when you exclude where I was for 3 weeks. So that's a lot of traveling. That's like going across Canada one way and then across Canada another way and then across Canada another way. It's like, so what I want to do, and I want to enjoy the people that I meet and actually get to know you rather than whizzing by and not like everything was a blur. Like, oh, I'm just going to be honest with you. By the way, I'm writing a cute little song. I'm working on a cute little song for y'all. Anyways, so this time I want to go, yes, I do, to answer the last question, James, on there, I do. So what I want to do here in Alberta, and I think many of you should try it, and plus gas is ridiculous, okay? And I have a motorhome, let's be honest. So I want to go from one place to the next place, stay there, arrange, like a little tour, and see all of you and get your stories, what's going on, humanitarian works, that sort of thing. And yeah, get to know what you guys are up to. And maybe if you want to, I'm going to have a little funny, I'm thinking about this line that I can make Canadians say wherever I go. And I want to record it so everybody can see the accents in different parts of Canada, because Canada is huge. Just to give everyone an idea, like when I toured Europe, like I know Canada's big. Like I know how long it takes to drive from one spot to the other. Even if you're doing 110 on kilometers an hour on the highway, I still know how long it takes, or even sometimes 137 kilometers an hour on the highway. In snowy conditions and such. But I want to also share like the local history and culture with each place. And then to give you an idea. Okay, so for people, when I would go to Europe, people would ask me, oh, is Vancouver right beside Toronto? And I'd be like, no, not even close. So I get my hand out and I'm like, this is the West Coast. This is the East Coast. And it takes probably, if you just drove in your car all day, every day, it takes about 5 days to get to the other side. And I think it's 7,000 kilometers from one to the other, plus on the number one, somewhere there around. So that's a whole lot of driving. So Alberta is quite lengthwise long. When we drove through Ontario, just regular driving through the province of Ontario takes you at least 2 nights sleep. And a lot of place there is nowhere to stop for like 6 hours in between places. It's huge. It goes along the Great Lakes. It's cold. But it's like, are we out of Ontario yet? How about now? How about now? No, no, no. So, and then to give you an idea how small the Manitoba and Saskatchewan are beside Ontario. So you can drive from one side of Ontario to the other. That takes you about 2 days or so ish plus. And then as soon as you get out of Ontario, you can drive right through to Alberta to Medicine Hat in one day through 2 provinces. So, yeah. That's how big Ontario is. So big. So big. So, Alberta, because I've spent a large part of my life here. The other province I've spent a large part of my life is British Columbia. And I've lived in a lot of places in both places. So I've lived up in northern Alberta, and I want to capture for people too Northern Lights. Yeah, people love that stuff. So do I. I grew up with Northern Lights, so I want to go back up to the areas where I grew up and look at the lake that I grew up on, because there's even back in the 80s when I lived there, I noticed like fish were dying and the water was receding, and it's a big oil and gas area. So I know there's technologies to clean all this up. I'm not talking environmental or any political stuff. I just, for curiosity's sake, I want to see where my actual lake and people around that area, how they're doing, because I know that one reservation up there was actually taking the government to court. So anyways, I was hoping I shut these ding dongs off. So if I shut the sound off, tell me if it shuts the sound. Can you still hear me? I just didn't want can you hear me? Just somebody give me a thumbs up. Just one person give me a thumbs up. Hopefully get rid of this. Okay, good. Because I don't like the ding dong. I don't know if the dinging could hear. So yeah, Alberta, I think what I want to focus on is I'm going to try and get a hold of people who do interesting projects. Thank you guys. Like hempcrete and some farmers. There's beautiful land all around Alberta. Alberta is an extremely beautiful province, especially I think Calgary is one of the most beautiful cities. It's one of the cleanest cities I've ever been to in like 16 countries. It's tremendously clean. So I know a lot of people take heart even in picking up garbage and recycling just when they're walking around. There was a lot of blue litter there for 2 years. That was a little bit annoying, but a few phone calls to City Hall and that got changed. So, but I want to go see what you guys are doing as far as like if you're building something interesting, you have some projects you want to share, somebody helped you. I want to hear all of those things. That's what I want to report on. Humanitarian stuff, people helping each other. And I also want to know if there's local musicians around. I did get an invite from Gypsy. I'm going to be there. I hope I'm going to cajole some of my friends into coming out to that awesome party. And I just opened up that message in Telegram, by the way. And so I'm looking forward to meeting everybody and yeah, just connecting. So that's what I want to do. And that's the first province. I'm going to take my time rolling through. And if you can't wait and you want to go camping or for a drive one day, like as my sister calls it, we're going visiting. Her and her husband get in the car and they live in Rocky and they go to Edmonton or something and they're visiting. I think that's so romantic. I do. I think that's fun. So I want to come visit. Coffee, like the old days prairies. If you're from the prairies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sitting around a campfire, sitting around your coffee table or kitchen table and drinking coffee and having some laughs. That's what I'm looking for. Local Canadian, Alberta humor. That's where I'm at. So, and yeah, just learning all about your culture. what you do. Seriously, there's a lot of different cultures in Canada that are blended with families. So it's very interesting and amazing, and I like it. That's what I want to do. It's all about you. So enough about me. Anyhow, I'm going to do a quick card reading. Card reading. Card reading. Yeah. Feeling a little saucy. It's going to be 20 degrees out here and not windy AF. Wind in me really F's me off. Seriously, it upsets my juju. So I'm glad I'm in the beautiful riding arena. I've been working a lot on my motorhome and getting rid of things that no longer serve me, like spring cleaning, having some laughs in my thoughts about what would I ever do if I had to date right now. And I'm like, I think I'm going to have to wait a couple of years because I couldn't even imagine that Tinder profile. Organic. If you ever wore a mask in 2 years, don't talk to me. Like all of these things. I just honestly, I thought I would load it up for shits and giggles because I used to find it amusing like 8 years ago, and I did date people off of it. I'm not going to lie. I've been on all of them before. I've dated people of all sorts. So I'll just leave it at that. So I'm a very obviously open person, but I thought it would be good for comedy, just to see what the other side, how the other side like looks for dates. Do you wear the whole face covering, like just to prove your point? Because that's like an alpha type side personality. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking for someone a little more open-minded. And I don't mean open-minded like the pervs think open-minded. Like, the difference, right? If you're single and you've ever put on a date on or listed that, I am an open-minded person. But when you say that, dudes just think the wrong thing. The wrong thing. So, snowstorm. Yeah. Snowstorm. Ew. Yeah. There's been a little bit of weird weather going on. Anybody else have weird weather? So I got 4 cards here. But what do we have? Ooh, the death card. Very interesting. Burden card. This is always interesting card. Okay. We've gotten this card actually a couple of times last, maybe even the year before last. It keep coming up in the risk. And owl. And exactly, change, and trust. So that's what I see is if I were to put these all together is definitely the change of something is coming. And to be aware of just trusting your own wisdom. When I see the owl and trust beside each other, that's what I see is that, I don't know, to me, you're just trusting your own intuition and your own knowledge that you're bringing forward. So, and the burden card, this one is like, do you like feeling needed? Which I do. I do. I like, honestly, I love doing these shows. I like having the companionship of, all of you out there and your comments. And I've been getting the owl a lot, actually, has come up quite a bit too for me. And to me, that's also seeing the BS in somebody in the darkness. And there's people don't like that in people who are open. So the burden card beside the owl card is about, to me, sitting with your own burdens and realizing, like, a lot of us empaths don't realize this isn't our energy. We don't need it anymore. Okay. So trust in your own wisdom. Trust in your own wisdom to move through whatever the change that's coming through. That's how I'm trying to say it in English today. So, turkeys, black ravens, and deer in the backfield. Oh, yes. Nice. I love it. Oh, the elephant painting up there. Thank you. Yeah. I think I'm going to be putting that up for sale soon. I've got a couple that I need to sell to get out of my motorhome, and that's on a wood canvas. So I might showcase it one day and put it up for sale here on the show. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly right, Laura. she's like, the CAB owl uses an owl to represent them, and you got the change card. Yeah. So realize, is it your burden? But don't forget, with all the symbols that are bad, there's also the symbols that are good. I love the owl as a symbol of knowledge, and in the totem deck, it's a very powerful. It's in my actual totem spread too. I think some of the ones that I have, well, the raven is my left hand, and the opossum is my right hand. That's how I deal with. Very funny story that happened the day before too, and why I got the opossum card as my right hand protector. So I just basically roll in a ball. It's pretty accurate. It's kind of like a crab, which I'm a Cancer. So, yeah. And then I've got the owl, mountain lion, beaver, the crow, and the snake. And I can't remember maybe what the other ones were, but those were the majority of my 9 cards. So, and where they sat is, I don't know. I have it written down somewhere. But it's very cool. I did a couple of totem readings while I was away with I'll grab the cards because they're just right here behind me. Oops, gotta move this. I wanted to show you this. One of my little treasures. Isn't that cute? I got that in Nova Scotia, I believe. Yes, Halifax. Lovely crowd. And this one's really cute too. Aren't those sweet? Okay. And so, good thing I got long arms. So they're from this deck here, which I got from Sapphire for my birthday last year. Oh, it's 41. And it's these ones here. They're Jamie Sams and David Carson right there. That's the ones I'm using right now. But I'm making thank you, Kiwi Boy. That's awesome. I'm so happy to see you safe. I also wanted to thank you for changing my life. I'm in the light. Oh, thank you. That really does mean a lot. Honestly, kind of makes me want to cry because there is a lot of people, a lot of ladies on the East Coast especially. I just want to say thank you. I think about you a lot. It's going to make me cry. The ones who came up and told me that and hugged me and said and thanked me for everything in the last 2 years. And it's coming up, my 2-year anniversary soon. And I was thinking I should do a chart video. But yeah, I'm just really grateful for everybody. Yeah, I missed you guys. I did. But I had to do something like that was life-changing. And I'm sure you guys will know when it all comes out in the end that it was worth it. Everything is worth it. So that's all I wanted to say. So I love you guys. I'm very grateful, and I can't wait to meet everybody in Alberta to start. And if you're coming from another province, I might have a couple of friends come out and join me, which would be awesome. Have a little party. I know. Daisy, yeah, I'm crying, okay? Daisy makes me laugh. She's like, every time I watch your videos, you're always crying. I'm like, not always. Just once in a while, but it's worthy. So, oh, you're welcome, Jason. Yeah, me crying. Who cut the onions? Dang you. So I'm sitting in such a happy vibration because I'm so grateful at all the friends that I have. So, yeah. So just very, very grateful. And I'm happy to be getting my little RV out on the road, and you guys can see how small it is. Yeah, it's going to be like, I think that's what I like seeing. It's kind of like when you tell people how my favorite face before would be like when you would tell people, well, for me personally, it has nothing to do with my ego. It would just make me laugh because I've been getting it since I was 18 years old, 19. People thought I was 12 when I was 19. I looked really super young. So my favorite face since I was 18 years old is like, you're how old? But now my favorite face is, this is all the room in your motorhome? That's my favorite phase. Silly. I know. It's just a silly thing, but I truly do have a tiny home. And I'm going to share that with you. But I don't know if I'm going to let people come in my tiny home because it's tiny. It's tiny. Yeah. And it's not that I don't like people, but yeah. You can come in if it's like one or two at a time. We'll see. We'll see. Depends. Depends if I cleaned up that day. As if. Anyways, yeah. So think of a phrase that you guys say. I know I was talking to one of my friends yesterday and she says 100%. And I always say period. give some sort of comment and I'm like, yeah, like what were they thinking? Like, I don't know, blah 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 blah. They should have done this. Period. That's usually how I end my statement, is with a period. So I know a lot of people in Canada say 100%. So I want to hear your phrases. And the other one we say here in Alberta is we do say as if here. Like it's kind of like you're bullshitting. So as if. So yeah, my friend tells a really funny joke about that. But anyways, I wish you all light and love. This is way longer than I planned on it. And yeah, I just like keeping everything in happy vibrations and think about the things you want to share. So I love you guys all. Have a wonderful day. I'm going for an awesome walk, getting my exercise. And I've been taking my IVER Mectin, and I can't say the whole word online. So if you haven't taken it, please take it. It helps with a lot of stuff. So I still have this thing on my leg I'm getting a healing for soon. Yay. So it's just, I think, an exit point. It's really gross. So if anybody has like those, I can't say most of the words, that black dust that floats around. I've been doing a cleanse for 2 years now, either on zeolite or TRS or this stuff I'm on now, or the MS protocol. I can't believe it didn't flash for that one. So I've been doing all of those to get rid of and detox my body. Plus I eat, like, I'm on a fruit diet for the most part. I ate cheese for the last 2 weeks. Don't do it, Raven. My head's telling me don't eat dairy. But you know, that's part of my walk today because they didn't have my almond milk there. So yeah. How do I take it? Actually right now, I got it in, sorry, my nose is runny because I was all ball baby. I've got it in the pill form. Thank you to Marian Allen for that. And I was taking a couple of them the first week, but now I only take one a week. I should take probably 2 a week. You can get away with taking 2 pills a week, but it's like, it's a prophylactic at this point. So, because I look and feel healthier. So it's the only weather thing is really messing me up here. Like one day it'll be like 90 kilometers an hour wind. Like you just blow your face right off. And then the next, and freezing rain. Like I got frozen into, like stuck in the, it was really funny. It wasn't a big deal. It's not like I was stuck in here for hours or anything. It was like 2 seconds, but it froze rain. The rain was like flying this just straight sideways, and it froze the arena door shut. So I was locked in the arena. Like, hey, just had to bang on the door a little bit. So I live in a insulated shelter, in case anybody didn't know, and it's very cozy in here. I don't want to go outside until it stops raining and snowing. So oh no, I got I know Ontario weather. So I don't know how you guys deal with that out east. Seriously, the wind plus the rain and the snow. No, I don't know, Newfies. I have a whole new respect for Newfoundlanders. That's why they speak the crazy language, I swear, because you don't have time to get your whole words, or your mouth is frozen in the winter. I think that's what happens. It's a mix of Scottish and Irish and just Canadian. Yeah, if you understand Newfie, you're from Newfoundland. That's just the bottom line. Because, yeah, yeah, Fruit. Oh, you're a frutivore? Yay. Yeah, and I can't eat a lot of raw vegetables, but oh yes, the HC, the other stuff too. If you boil grapefruits, you know what I'm talking about. That works really good too, and mix it with some like sweetener, like natural sweetener. Yes, and I don't know what that. Yes, I do, but I don't like the taste of star anise. Anise and me just. It's like cilantro. I went and got this really awesome salad the other day and I put it in my mouth and I got 2 bites and I was like, blah, 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 blah. It had cilantro on it. Yeah, I like veggies, certain veggies, but I don't know. I love fruit. This is coming up my favorite time of year when it's watermelon, strawberries, cherries, peaches, all of that stuff. This is what I live for. This is when I want to be in British Columbia. Like I even thought about rolling my Modi up by a fruit stand and saying, "Hey, I'll do all your signs every week and work at your table. Just give me some free fruit in exchange." That would be cute. So, anyways, but yeah, got black licorice. Yeah, black licorice. When I think it was 18 years old, Sambuca. That's all I got to say about those 2 things. I don't drink, so yeah, it's been a while since I drank. I had 1 drink last year. 1, I think. Yeah, 1. I think I had 1 drink last year. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I haven't drank for over a year. So, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Can't comment on that. My doctor used to say if you love something or hate, you're most likely allergic to it. Well, there you go. I'm allergic to cilantro. Exactly. Like my friend Sapphire says. Exactly. Anyways, I love you guys all. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Yeah, see, everybody's Sambuca. Woof. See, I got y'all started on this little 5-minute conversation about how gross things are that we don't like. Ugh. Mosquitoes should be banished from the earth. That's the one thing I think. That's another reason I don't want to go to Ontario in the summer in Manitoba. I know how big the mosquitoes are because the dragonflies are like this big. So you only get big dragonflies if you have lots of mosquitoes. Just saying. Anyways, mosquitoes here suck. So light and love, everybody. I'll see you soon. I'm going to be Alberta bound. I want to plan things. So send an email to me, ravenmoonstone@outlook.com. And we'll meet up and have a little jamboree. Hopefully it's in like quadrants. So I can do maybe like 5 or 6 little spots of where we can gather a few people. That would be cool for a little adventure. Sweet times. Bunch of us just all meeting each other. Wouldn't that be amazing? Hello, McFly. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, I want to go to Wisconsin. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be going to all the other places soon. As soon as flying cars are down, I'm down, because there's no way I'm getting anything done in an airport or at anything. Yeah, that's why I drove home. Okay. Music around the fire. Exactly. Talk to you guys later. Love you.